Things are gonna get better now, but you're still a drunken slob. Things are gonna get better now.
Oh yeah. It just got a whole lot better. Time for your favorite show, Headbangers and Hooligans, and we get to celebrate Halloween. Yesterday, of course. Hey, and as always, thank you for listening. But yesterday, I came up with 10 my top 10 creepiest metal songs. I did tweak today's show. Top 10 creepiest punk songs. There's only 8. But for me personally, I had a limited amount of material to work with. You have the Misfits, and not a huge fan of the Misfits. I like a couple of their songs. In fact, one of them is in this list. But that's just for punk music. And the bands I listen to, just not a ton of horror themed music, so to speak. So it's only 8, but it's still Headbangers and Hooligans, and we get to talk about music, and that's a good thing. Let's do this. Let's get right after it. My 8 creepiest punk songs, and I do start it off with the Misfits. One song that I really like by this band, and I've liked this song for a long time, Horror Business. And the reason I like it is because it's so catchy. And there are a lot of songs from the Misfits that are catchy. I can even agree to that. Like I said, not being a huge fan, I can still understand why they're popular and why people get into their music. They're catchy songs. But, of course, there's Horror Business. You don't go in the bathroom with me. Of course, it's Glenn Danzig, Jim Morrison / Elvis. And then, of course, he sings, I'll put a knife right in you. I'm wanting you. I'll put a knife right in you. Yeah. He sings that over and over. But it is really catchy. And it's fucked up that he's talking about stabbing somebody in the bathroom. But hey, I'm glad he wrote the song. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to talk about it today. So, number 7. I really hated doing this one, but I had to because at one point I did own this album. And I'm not saying that I was happy that I owned it. There's a reason why it's sitting at the half-price bookstore, because I didn't want to be associated with it anymore. I'm talking about G.G. Allen. I'm talking about the album is Freaks, Faggots, Drunks, and Junkies. And the song is Be My Fucking Whore. I had a podcast about G.G. Allen a while back. And this whole thing with so many people, oh, G.G. Allen, that's the true punk rocker. And for a few years, I was in this stupid frame of mind that I thought that was cool. That some guy would go out on stage and shit, and then throw shit at the audience, and take his clothes off, and masturbate, and talk about beating women, and raping children. There's nothing cool or punk about it. He died of a heroin overdose, and I'm telling you, goodbye. It's that simple. Goodbye. Really, just kind of a disgusting fucking human being. This song here, Be My Fucking Whore. These are creepy lyrics. They're sickening that someone would sing these lyrics. That somebody would actually write a song called Be My Fucking Whore. If you have a mom, well, it doesn't matter, mom, sister, daughter, aunt, you should be offended by the song. And I'm going to give you this part of it here. He sings, well, he doesn't sing. He screams in a with a hugely distorted voice. On your knees, cunt. I'll kick you in the face. Do what I say, or I'm going to slash your face. You worthless two-faced cunt with your nose in the air. I'll break your fucking nose and shit all over you. Sit on my face, bitch, till I get off. What a... And, like I said, not real happy to put him on this list, but I had to. Because even for me, man, those fucking lyrics, they creep me out. Because, unfortunately, he believed what he said and wrote. Sickening. Anyway, next song. Number 6, Date Rape. From Sublime. And this is off 40 Ounces to Freedom that came out in 1992. The one thing I do like about this song, because it's fucked up, because the woman obviously gets drugged, she gets raped, but in the second half of the song, she takes him to court, the woman that got raped, and he sings about it, and of course the guy calls her a slut, the song, a lying slut, and the judge disagrees, he gets thrown in jail, and then he gets raped, butt raped. So it's kind of a cool song the way it ends. But yeah, it's still some fucked up lyrics talking about a woman getting raped. That's not cool, and you should be shocked or offended by anybody that does that shit. It's just, obviously we know that. Anyway, shut your mouth. We're gonna do it my way. Come on, baby, don't be afraid. If it wasn't for date rape, I'd never get laid. She lies, that little slut. Judge knew he was full of shit. And then, like I was saying, he gets thrown in jail in the song. I think they say some 25 years or some shit like that, and then he gets butt raped. Good. That's the way that song should have ended. Nice job out of Sublime to do that. Wow, I am flying through these because there's only 8 songs. That's disappointing. I know. Alright, number 5. We got Fear. Talking about the song Strangulation. That was on More Beer. That came out in 1985. Not the record. The one that, you know, I Don't Care About You. I Love Living in the City. All that shit. This had Strangulation. This is some fucked up lyrics here too. Leaving, saying, strangle me a bitch, gonna leave her in a ditch, gonna have a few fits, gonna chop off her tits, gonna stick it up her ass, gonna throw her in the trash. And I know it's over the top, and Fear did shit like that. They shocked people, you know, like in the movie Decline of the Western Civilization, where he's yelling at the crowd. But you know, them lyrics there, when I was reading them, I thought, you know, I don't know if I really enjoyed listening to that, especially now that I'm older, but it's not on the same level as G.G. Allin, who was just a sick, demented fuck. This was more just to shock people. So, either way, those are fucking creepy lyrics. Number 4. Sex Pistols, Bodies. Often never mind the bullets, which is about abortion. So the first time I heard this part of the song, yeah, I was like, holy shit, did Johnny Rotten just sing this shit? Did I hear what I thought I heard? Well, I did. Fuck this and fuck that. Fuck it all, the fucker fucking brat. I don't want a baby that looks like that. You don't want a baby that looks like that. Body, I'm not an animal. Yeah. Talk about putting abortion in. And you gotta remember too, 1977. Johnny Rotten painting a pretty graphic image there of abortion. So yeah, those are some creepy fucking lyrics. Number 3. I feel bad. Maybe I should have researched a little more and came up with some more songs. Maybe I didn't give my best effort today, and I apologize. But even Scummalicious has off days. Alright? So number 3, Dayglow Abortions, Isn't This Disgusting? Now, this ties into something because War did a cover of this. In fact, I think it's the last song that Corey Smoot recorded before he passed away. Talk about some fucked up lyrics. Strangulation, grab a dog, spread its legs, ram it in. Because you probably get horny after beating your kids. And then later on he sings, so let's talk about your kids. Have you ever fucked one of them up the ass? There's a lot of different things going on in this song. But Dayglow Abortions, what they were going for, they were ripping on parents, on bad parents. You know, they weren't promoting for parents to molest their kids. They were calling parents out for that shit. It's a fucking pretty graphic song, but unfortunately, it's a very realistic song about bad shit that goes on every day. You know, I wish we could all just like with Halloween, it should be fun, you know. Everybody gets to put on costumes and, you know, hand out candy and shit. But God, you know, it's just so much dark shit with people now. You know, even trick-or-treating's different than it used to be. I mean, can't let your kids out of your sight. There's all these, you know, there's always stupid idiots out there doing mean shit to kids while they're walking around getting candy. But you know what? I hope, and this is all I want. I just hope everybody gets to have fun, get your candy, spend hopefully some quality time with your kids, and then when they fall asleep, steal some of their candy. You're not being a bad parent. You're just saying, hey, I get a little sugar too, kids. Alright? Now take a nap so I can get some sweet tarts. 2 left. And the way I did this, I think it's pretty cool. Strung Out. I end this list with 2 songs from Strung Out. Imagine that. Probably didn't think that I would be able to fit Strung Out in here, but I did. Little love from my band. Well, they're right up there with Pulley and the Bouncing Souls and Nerve Herder. Yeah, okay, you get it. Anyway, Strung Out, Twisted by Design. Remember that album? Second song on there, The Exhumation of Virginia Madison. Talk about a fucked up song. That song is about him necrophilia, having sex with dead bodies. No one knows where I buried God, sorry. It's not a real good day for me. Dig my fingers deep in soil just to get her all dressed in black, and she's so pale. She's waiting there for me. A blanket of soil covers us to fall asleep in eternity. But they've got the lyrics up there too. I think it's songlyrics.com. Just read the lyrics to that entire song. And I remember the first time that I heard it, I was not paying attention to the lyrics. I was just listening to the music because it's strung out and they're playing really cool guitars as always. And then one day I thought, what is he saying right there? And then I find out, holy shit, he's talking about this guy that's fucking a dead body. And then of course I read that a lot of people do that shit. That is fucking creepy. Big time. So, my number 1 creepiest song, punk style, Season of the Witch. Yeah, Strung Out recorded a song, the title Season of the Witch. And I love this song. The recording's kind of raw. It's on Prototypes and Painkillers, that album. It's got a bunch of different, B-sides, previously unreleased songs, all that shit. It's got the 30-second song on there. This song's got a little bit of thrash in there in certain parts, and it's raw, and Jason sounds raw. I love this song, obviously. Excess is a brutal type thing. She's fucked up in the brain. Mother's gone insane. Daddy, won't you please take me home? 'Cause Mama doesn't love us anymore. My mother stalks her victims. My mother stalks her prey. Never look for mercy in her eyes. Human sacrifice, naked and alive, her flesh soaked with murdered souls. See, that's the thing with Strung Out. They branch out. Like, and I say it ad nauseum, but they really are. They're the most unique band on the planet. Can't really squeeze them into one single genre. Kick-ass band. So there you go. I know, a little bit of a rough show, but either way, there's your 8 creepiest punk songs. Enjoy your Halloween, and enjoy going through your kids' candy and getting the candy that you want to eat. It's okay, you can do that. Alright, take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.